It's okay to let go of the things that no longer make you feel good. This might sound simple, but it's one of the most transformative lessons you'll ever learn in life. As you grow older, as you experience more, you begin to realize that self-respect changes everything. It changes how you view yourself, how you view relationships, and how you view the world around you. And part of that transformation is learning that not everyone will stay, not everything will last, and not every dynamic is meant to endure forever. When you start respecting yourself, you also start to notice who doesn't. You begin to see who takes your kindness for granted, who drains your energy, and who expects far more from you than they're willing to give. And that recognition, it's powerful, but it can also be painful. You might find yourself questioning friendships that once felt unshakable. You may feel a distance growing between you and people you used to get along with so effortlessly. And then there are the moments of realization, moments when you discover that some relationships, habits, or dynamics just don't align with who you're becoming. But here's the truth. This isn't a sign that something is wrong with you. It's not a mistake. It's not you being too sensitive or too difficult. It's growth. Growth often brings discomfort. It requires you to look closely at your life and ask, what's adding value? What's taking value away? What's helping me become the person I want to be? And what's holding me back? These questions can be difficult to face, but they're necessary if you're serious about building a life that feels aligned, peaceful, and meaningful. Letting go doesn't mean you're rejecting the people or experiences of your past. It's not about resentment or cutting ties out of anger. It's about recognizing that you deserve relationships and environments that nurture you, not drain you. It's about having the courage to step away from things that no longer serve you, even if they once meant the world to you. Think about it. How many times have you clung to a relationship or a situation simply because you were afraid to let go? Maybe it was a friend you'd known for years, and even though the friendship had become toxic or one-sided, you stayed because you felt guilty for walking away. Or maybe it was a habit, a routine you'd fallen into that no longer brought you joy, but the idea of changing it felt too overwhelming. We've all been there. Letting go can feel like a loss. It can feel like saying goodbye to a part of yourself, to a chapter of your life. But here's the thing. Every time you let go of something that no longer serves you, you're creating space for something better, something healthier, something more aligned with the person you're becoming. Growth is never easy. It's not meant to be. And when you start to respect yourself, when you truly begin to value your time, your energy, and your worth, you'll find that growth often requires tough decisions. You'll start setting boundaries, even with people you care about. You'll stop tolerating behavior that disrespects you, even if it means having difficult conversations. And yes, sometimes you'll have to walk away, even from things you thought you'd hold on to forever. And while that might feel scary, it's also incredibly freeing. Letting go isn't about closing yourself off from the world. It's about opening yourself up to possibilities that align with your values and your vision for your life. So how do you do it? How do you let go without feeling overwhelmed by guilt or sadness? First, remind yourself that letting go is a form of self-care. It's an act of respect, not just for yourself, but for the other person or situation too. Holding on to something that no longer works isn't fair to anyone involved. Second, recognize that letting go doesn't mean you're erasing the past. The memories, the lessons, the good times, they'll always be a part of you. But you don't need to carry the weight of something that no longer serves you just because you once cared about it. Third, practice setting boundaries. This might mean saying no more often or distancing yourself from relationships that feel draining. It might mean rethinking how you spend your time or reevaluating your priorities. And while setting boundaries can feel uncomfortable at first, it's one of the most powerful ways to protect your peace. It's also important to understand that letting go is a process, not a one-time event. You might feel ready to move on one day, only to find yourself missing the person or situation the next. That's okay. Healing isn't linear. Growth isn't about being perfect. It's about making progress, little by little, day by day. There will be moments of doubt. You'll question whether you're doing the right thing. You'll wonder if you're being too harsh or too selfish. But remember, choosing yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary. You can't pour from an empty cup. And by prioritizing your well-being, you're not just helping yourself. You're also showing others how to treat you, how to respect you, and how to value you. Over time, you'll start to notice the benefits of letting go. You'll feel lighter, freer, and more at peace. You'll attract relationships and opportunities that align with your values and goals. And most importantly, you'll begin to see yourself in a new light. Not as someone who's too sensitive or too emotional, but as someone who's brave enough to honor their worth. This isn't just about relationships with other people. It's about every aspect of your life. It's about the habits you've outgrown, the routines that no longer serve you, and the beliefs that hold you back. Maybe it's the way you've been handling your finances, clinging to outdated habits that keep you from building the wealthy lifestyle you dream of. Or maybe it's the way you've been managing your time, saying yes to everything and everyone instead of focusing on what truly matters. Letting go applies to all of it. It's about making room for growth, for possibility, for the life you deserve. As you navigate this journey, give yourself grace. You're not always going to get it right. Some days will feel easier than others, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep moving forward, that you keep choosing yourself, even when it feels hard. One day you'll look back on this moment, the moment you decided to let go of what no longer serves you, and you'll see it for what it was, a turning point. The moment you started to build a life that felt true to who you are. So don't be afraid to let go. Don't be afraid to set boundaries, to walk away, or to choose yourself. Because every time you do, you're not just losing something. You're gaining clarity, peace, and the freedom to create a life that feels authentic and meaningful. Letting go isn't a loss, it's a gift. And the person who benefits the most from that gift? It's you.